so this is the March 2023 Restricted Masters Heat 1 at Oakleigh, and you can see up ahead of us is a different class. I think it's tag 172, so they're a little bit faster because they're open class. And I'm in second position here, and I'm just up alongside David Wood, and I kind of let him get the jump on me on the start there, and I'm running a bit wide, and it's Dan Spiritana on the inside, so I actually dropped down to third from second. And there's only 4 runners in this class, so I actually wanted to enter this class because it's a little bit less crazy than Restricted Light, which I also entered for this event. So anyway, I'm here in third place, and I really love this circuit. This is Oakleigh in Melbourne. The only thing is I'm a bit unfamiliar with this circuit because they have modified it, and it's very different to Todd Road, so just trying to get used to it at this stage. David up front is quite familiar with this circuit, but obviously it's been changed, so everybody's getting used to it. But Dan is also probably in a similar position to me. He's not that familiar with this circuit, and oh, he's got a little bit wide there, so it's given me the position into second, so that was really lucky, because Dan's actually quite fast. I actually met him when I first started at Todd Road, but this is my first time that I've seen him for quite a while, so I think he took a bit of a hiatus, and he's come back. And I think, like me, he's just really learning karting as well, so he's doing really well. Anyway, here I am chasing down David Wood. Now, in the last couple of events that I've been at Oakleigh, David Wood has been the pace setter in Masters. I've also raced against David at Todd Road, but this circuit he's more familiar with, I believe. So he's just got a little bit of an edge on me on this circuit, I think. So I'm still trying to figure out a way of getting a little bit closer to him. Like, this section here is all new, so really I probably could push it a little bit further. And this bit is what they call the national circuit, where they have this little straight here. Ordinarily you go through the midsection, which is up and down the hill, but we've got the national circuit today, so it's a little bit more straightforward. And all of this is all really slippery. The surface is very different to Todd Road, and I've been really struggling out of that corner. I think I've been going into it too fast. So as I go on, I probably go a little bit more gentle into that corner. And this one here is a real nasty bump on the inside there. So you want to take it flat, but sometimes it can be a little bit dangerous if you don't get the line right. And into this first corner, I've tried out braking myself there a number of times, and I find at the moment that it's a little bit easier to actually go a bit more gentle on the entry, and that way you can actually keep it tighter. Oh god, I went way too wide there. So I think the big thing I'm learning here with this circuit is I've got to keep the tail attached to the circuit rather than letting it slide out so much, because it's very easy to slide on this circuit. And you can see I'm really getting off the throttle way too much there. Even there I'm getting on the throttle really late. And yeah, because I'm getting a little bit ratty, I'm not really cutting into David Wood's lead at all. That wasn't too bad. That was a nice exit out of that one. A little tiny lift. But sometimes if you go flat and you slide the rear, it's just as bad as coming off the throttle, so you want to keep it as smooth as possible. And look how much I'm getting off the throttle there, so I think I'm getting off the throttle way too much. And even in here, oh, I can hear that. I really should be a little bit more aggressive with the throttle there. And you can see David's getting away. Fortunately, there's no one behind me. Oh man, off a lot. See, there we go, you can hear the rear sliding all the way around, so it's a bit clumsy. But this is Heat 1, so we'll see how we go later on. So 5 laps to go. Just really trying to close David down here, but not doing a good job at the moment. Need to be a little bit more aggressive into these corners and stay on the throttle a bit longer. That corkscrew is really tricky. You've got to just stay on the throttle a bit more, but not try to get too wide. And I noticed at this point in the weekend, I'm actually getting off the throttle quite a lot, and into that corner I'm really, oh man, sliding everywhere. Not braking enough. So I really feel like what I need to do more on this circuit is brake harder, but stay on the throttle a lot more and pick that throttle up even whilst I'm braking, because I think what I've been tending to do is not brake enough and then kind of slip my way through the corner, slide my way through the corner, and then not being on the throttle enough. Letting the revs drop down, which is really, really bad for the Rotax. Oh, see how much I was just rolling through that corner, so definitely need to get a little bit more power in there. Yeah, it's very bumpy through there. See, look how much understeer I'm getting through there, so that's really bad. Just got to get on the brakes a bit more and slow it down. Oh, sliding from the front and the rear. I'm a little bit closer to David this lap, but definitely need to be closing it down a bit more. Not too bad around that second straight. Didn't lift at all, I think. And I feel like I'm braking a little bit early into that corner, but it does mean that I can get the second apex, because if you go in too deep, then you can't get that second apex, which is really bad for the exit. There we go. I think I'm getting a little bit more confident on the throttle here. And you can hear going up the hill, I don't think I came off the throttle that much at all. And that's better. Getting into the corner. So you can see I'm edging up on David just a little bit now. And that's what I want. But I'm probably going to run out of laps here to catch him. But it's such an exciting circuit, this one. There's every corner there's something different you can do. 2 laps to go. Just rolling it through, making sure I get that second apex. And there we go, that was a bit better, but still rolling quite a lot. I think I can be a little bit more aggressive into that corkscrew. And I'm really trying to stay on the throttle going through that corner and just use the brakes. And I really feel like in the... Oh god, that was a horrible entry. Just understeering all the way through because I'm not braking enough. But I am catching David just a little bit. But also with the ratio I have a 1282 on this Rotax, and he's running an X30, but I feel like I learned later that it's probably a little bit better to have a lower ratio, like a 1280, to give me a bit better straight line speed, because he's probably getting away from me just a tad on the straights. Again, coming off that throttle way too early, I think. Oh, and I got really horribly sideways. Yep, and you really have to dance it through there so that it doesn't get too... Oh, very wide there. Sliding both the front and the rear. And I think this is going to be the last lap, possibly. Let's see how we go. Not too bad through there. Yes, that's the checkered flag. Okay, so not too bad. I finished second out of 4 because Dan went off, but yeah, really just need to improve quite a bit, I think.